It's all right. I haven't had any issues. It's very diverse. It's the same as the States.
There's a lot of stuff going on out here, but you know, it's a fun place.
For me personally, I've made some pretty good connections. I've had like about 2 relationships the past 3 months.
You say, like dating for you, it's a lot easier, or like it's just, I don't know, like a lot harder. Like how would you, like rate it?
Directly answer your question, it's not hard. As long as you know a little bit of Korean, they know a little bit of English, it's like, yeah, I can make it work.
So one of the first things that I heard from basic training was Koreans love black men. They love us. They bold here. They really are bold.
I feel more single being here, and as a black person, I don't have the, unfortunately, confidence to be like, oh yeah, let me just go up to that guy because the language barrier. And in Korea, it's very obvious that like white is the standard. White is like preferred, like a lighter shade. And if a white girl and a black girl were like standing next to each other, I feel like 9 times out of 10 they would choose the white girl.
I'd say it's kind of like hard because I don't know. I feel like even though Korea's becoming more open, it's still like they still have a lot of stereotypes against black women out here. So they either think we're like really like easy or like down to try like a lot of things, or they're like, kind of just want to try.
Do you have like any unique experiences so far, like going out on dates?
The last guy I went on a date with, and he asked me, and like I was asking him and stuff, and I like standard questions, like, have you ever been with a foreign girl? Have you ever been with like a black woman and everything? And when I asked him that, he's like, yeah, but I don't think I want any N-word kids. He said, I don't think I would want any N-word kids because they would get bullied here in Korea.
So today's story time. How I got played. How this Korean guy played me. When I tell you I thought he was gonna make me his girlfriend that day, like based on all the things that he did and based on our chat, he literally played the crap out of me. We'll talk to this day, no. Do I have him on social media? No. Do I know what's going on with him? No.
Modern women can only win in countries where the society supports toxic and extreme feminism, having government laws that favor women over men, and a society that looks down on masculinity. As you can see in this video, when it comes to being overseas, who's really being loved and celebrated, and who's just being tolerated. Passport Bros.
Yo, what's up guys? Back again with another video for the Passport Bros. First and foremost, please hit that like, comment, subscribe button. It helps the channel a lot and I appreciate it very, very dearly. Now, today this is a very interesting video. I'm not gonna lie, because this is exactly what us Passport Bros been saying, man. The Passport Sis movement, they tried. They're trying. Give it up to them. They trying. But they're not really succeeding like how the Passport Bros movement is succeeding, man. Because like the environment is not conducive to a Western mindset. We have to take into account that a lot of these Passport Bros are finding success in these other countries overseas, and these Passport Sisters are not finding that success because we have to take environment and culture into consideration. These men in general, all over the world, wherever they are in their home country, usually men are rather traditional in their mindset. They're rather traditional in their preference. So with that being said, that means that the men in these foreign countries, the men who are native to that country, more than likely are going to stay within their own culture. More than likely are going to try to find somebody within their own culture that understands their way of life, understands their values, understands their morals, understands their perspective, understands the language, all that and more.
Overseas, how to make
it's
money
only
as a
when
passport bro, working
you're not
remotely,
being satisfied
get your
or
guy
you're not
now,
happy
join the community.
with
The
the
link
women
is
in
in the
your own
description
country,
below
in your
and in the
own
comment
culture.
section as well. Let's
That
get
is
this money,
when
guys.
and only when you will then step out to dating people from other communities, women from other communities and other cultures. So that within itself is the very reason why a lot of these Passport Sisters are not really finding success in these other countries like the Passport Bros are. Because when Passport Bros go to these other countries, the women of these other countries, they can break away from their culture. They can assimilate to the blueprint and the game plan of the Western foreign man, because that is women's nature at their very core, is to support and follow the man, and not just follow him, but also his culture, his traditions, his perspective, what he wants. She's going to assimilate to his environment. It's not for the man to assimilate to the woman's environment, because usually the men are the leader. The man is the leader in the relationship. Women want a man who's a leader in the relationship. So she's looking to follow a man who's a leader. So that's the reason why a lot of men can go to these other countries and easily find women that will be more than cooperative, more than willing to support, to be with, to date, to create a long life, long-term relationship with these men, no problem. But when the women try to do the same thing, it's kind of like they meet a wall. Because a lot of these men in these other countries, they're already being satisfied with their women from their own culture. They're already having their needs and requirements met and their standards met from these women from their own culture, from their own environment. So it doesn't make sense for them to step out and then date, a woman from another community, whether it be a black woman or a Hispanic woman or whatever. Like, it has nothing to do with you being a black woman, but it's more so the culture. I mean, to some extent it is, it might be a race thing to a certain degree, but I don't think it's that deep. Like, oh, they just don't like, black people. It's like, no, because their women clearly are dating the men. So I don't think that's really that deep of an issue like it is here in the West. If it was here in the West, in the States, then yeah, I would be like, okay, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. But in these other foreign countries, they don't really race isn't really a big thing in these other countries like how it is here in America, here in the States. And that's the very reason why a lot of these black guys, who a lot of them are passport bros, who have come from America, they're finding success overseas, because a lot of these women, they don't really care about the whole race thing. They're more than willing to assimilate to their culture or whatever their game plan or whatever they have set up or whatever life they're trying to live. They can assimilate to their culture and their beliefs and their value system. It makes a lot of sense. So a lot of these passport sisters that think that they can have the same type of success overseas that passport bros have, you can try, absolutely. It's definitely a possibility that you'll find somebody that's like that, but the difficulty goes up times 10. Especially if you're not willing to assimilate and or incorporate their culture into your beliefs. You can't come to another country, a foreign country at that, with a Western mindset of, oh, I'm strong and independent, I don't need no man, I should be the one to do this, I could do this, I could do that, I don't have to do this, I ain't cooking, I ain't cleaning, I ain't doing this, I ain't doing that. It's like, the men over there don't like that. Hey, the men over here don't even like that, and they come from that culture within itself. Even the American men don't even like women who act like that, talk like that, speak like that, think like that. That's why a lot of them are going overseas. So then if you think you can bring that same mentality to these foreign countries, to this foreign culture, to this foreign environment, and have success, you're sadly mistaken. You're sadly mistaken. You're going to see a lot of failure before you see any success. With that mindset, yes. That's why a lot of these passport sisters are going to have to change their mindset. If you want to have success going overseas and trying to find somebody, which is absolutely possible, but you have to do the work within yourself. They're going to have to change that mentality of the Western culture of, oh, we're strong, independent individuals. Oh, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that, we're the best, I'm the prize, I'm special. It's like, no, that's wrong. Because you're looking to be in a relationship where you're trying to support and work with somebody else. So that individualistic mindset that you're bringing is very unproductive. It's very counterintuitive. It's very unhelpful. It's not going to help. We can even see the same examples of men sticking within their own culture here, even in American culture. Even though I wouldn't necessarily say that America has a culture, but that's a different conversation for another day. But even American men here in America would rather be with a woman that's from America, that understands American culture, understands the American, way of life, the value system, the morals that we have here. They would rather do that rather than deal with a woman from another country. It's only when the men here aren't being satisfied and aren't, getting or seeing the results that they would like, or not being treated with the respect that they would like, that's when they would then step out of their own community to then be open to dating someone else from another community. See, men, we can easily date out. No worries. But that's only when we feel the need to. So with that being said, guys, continue to book your passports, continue to book your flights, continue to fly high in the skies. We are loved in so many territories, so many locations. Don't let anybody ever tell you that, oh, you're not good enough, you're not loved, they don't like you, they don't love you, you're this, you're that. No. Use this video itself as an example for the type of love, appreciation, success that you can find overseas. Korea is another country in which we can travel to and find the life, happiness, freedom, and peace that we're looking for. So with that being said, guys, if it ain't foreign, it's boring. If it ain't foreign, I'm ignoring. Passport Bros, we up. Please like and subscribe. Thank you, guys.